So, hi everyone. Oh, they're already, I've not felt that for a while. So they're, probably gravel been feeling well. They're, if you're new, what I'm talking about is I can feel lots of healing going to my back, at my heart chakra specifically. So what that means is, and obviously people that have been around years, or even not even that long, will know that that means that there's heart chakra healing going out to you, whoever wants out there. So if you're open, be open to the healing and be open to the sage vibes that I'm sending your way. So yeah, if you are new around here, a healer is what I am, a shaman, a Reiki master. I activate people just through my energy in general with the light code activations, and occasionally when I'm led to do the mediumship, I do the mediumship. I've just started doing the mediumship Mondays where I sit and connect with your loved ones in spirit beforehand, and then I do it again when I start the video. And actually the messages can, well, they don't change, but they get a bit meatier because I was going to keep that quite short, and then it ended up being over an hour. And although I don't think there's any comments on the actual video, a couple of people did email me and say that they enjoyed it or that the messages made sense. So, like I say, the majority of people that follow me are very private, or lurkers, or even people that chat. You know, you might just not always be in the mood to comment. I'm definitely like that as well. Yeah, just definitely. What's important is 144. What's important is yeah, let me know. Definitely let me know if you can take the message, just so that it's not. Yeah, it is for me too, but it's more for your loved one in spirit if they've actually managed to get a message to me, and then whoever it's for has found it. That's really special, you know what I mean? So they need to be acknowledged. I'm just going to open my window. Very important that you open the window when you burn sage, for anyone who doesn't know that. Oh man, they're pulling me a card deck that's like, I can only see a little bit. Wait a minute. Just close your eyes and take a few breaths. We all need that right now because I need to find something. Oh no, most of them are here. I'll just grab them like this. I'm gonna tidy up. I mean, that's what, like, listen, my sister was just saying that earlier. Like, basically, you know what I mean? In a long-winded sort of way, she was asking me if I was bothered about you know, when to see them and that. Like, obviously, mainly the kids. And I was like, look, I saw my weeest niece today because I usually watch her. And like, oh, that's hardly any of that deck, but whatever needs to come out here, we're going to trust is going to come out here. Because they were like, you need those decks. So I was like, all right. And this is most of this deck. And anyway, bloody last, because this will have something to do with someone else out there. What, I have no idea, but I'll just trust. So anyway, long story short, I was like, look, after last Christmas, without, you know what I mean, but last Christmas was just mental, wasn't it? Because that's what I was trying to think, was it like, you know what I mean? It's weird that like the 2020 Christmas, oh look, that's why, look at that. And look, and I've went, oh, can't get my words. So whatever happens to me when I'm, oh my god, whoa, that's really fucking shit. That's pretty. Wow, I love it when shit like, see what I mean? Totally unplanned. I don't know how anyone else does out there, or if you understand this, but the people that are hashtag oldie, nothing to do with age, people that have been around a long time, every single word that I say is channeling. And like I say, occasionally I could be bringing through, well, quite a lot actually, I can be bringing through a message from a loved one in spirit. And so just listen out, you know, like you'll notice it was like, oh my god, that really felt like it was from someone in spirit for me. Because I don't always notice, right? Because I'm just always in this energy. But why I'm like, wow, is they pulled me this deck and I was shuffled and that jumped out, right? Doesn't always happen, but that jumped out. This is about speaking your truth. Then they drew my eyes to speak your truth. And then they were pulling my eyes to that, and I was just going to leave it. And they were like, no, pick it up, right? It's got loyalty on that card. So again, this is, you know, it's basically like what they're telling me is somebody really either you really want to let your loyalty be known to someone. And again, because this is a twin flame channel, if you're just new to here, that's what this is all about. So hopefully you found yourself in the right place, and if not, hang around and you might get a message anyway. But I would imagine that I can feel it is about speaking your truth to your twin flame, for whoever this is for today, right? Because it'll be, you know, it's different waves of people each day. Sometimes it could be the same sort of way, and it's because not everyone's at. I know for a fact not all divine masculines, regardless of whether they're a man, woman, whatever you identify as, not all of them are at this bit. You know, they're still in the dark night of soul, and although they may very much have the same feelings as this, want to communicate the loyalty, they just might not be there. So if you are one of those divine masculines, don't put pressure on yourself to do something that you're not ready to do. Oh shit, right, I realise, right, okay. Now again, the other confusing thing is when I get throat stuff when I'm channeling, when I'm in full health, which is the majority of the time, by the way, for most of my life up until not that long ago, quite a few years now I've been in good health. Actually, it's really, again, I started to get much better health right when we went into the pandemic. And it's nothing to do with having loads of walks and that and whatever, because I was already walking every day. But I think it's just because I knew it was an attack on the mind more than the mind and the soul more than anything. I just protected that even more when I already did. And you know, words are powerful, and what you believe is powerful. So yeah, and they're getting me to say that because, you know, if you are ill, which loads of people are right now, myself included, just keep repeating to yourself, I am well, all is well, I am well, all is well. And it does, you know, it has worked for me sometimes. Like I have actually affirmed myself out of being ill. It doesn't always work. And again, it's like, I mean, now that I'm saying that, that's actually reminding me to really put more energy into doing that too. But again, this has got a lot to do with them just wanting me to slow down. And anyway, blah blah blah. The point is so, like, obviously I'm going to cough here and there anyway because I'm getting me, I was about to say getting my energy back after a chest infection. But yeah, it does feel like that is cleared now, but it's triggered asthma. It's just fun and games, guys. But again, it's all stuff around the throat. So when I'm channeling for the collective, it's stuff, that's what's going on, basically, right? So you may have like a sore throat as well. You may have a chest infection. You may have flu or Ascension flu, whatever. But so they're telling me two camps people. So I'm going to check in on these two camps people. It's quite interesting because I was going to start with Marie's reading. But it's funny because Marie, it doesn't actually, like, Marie, I just found her comment from the other day and she just said, I've sent you a wee donation and Merry Christmas and that. So I don't know if Marie was even wanting cards, but I'm going to do them anyway. So, but anyway, right, so, oh, look at this. Oh my god. Sorry, I'm laughing because that's crazy. Right, that's really mental. Everything happens for a fucking reason. Right. Yeah. I was getting drawn to things and I was getting downloads about this, right? And because they tell me things through my own experience, like as in my own personal life too, because my channel's so small, I'm like who's going to be envious of my, you know, community? Because I'm so small. Do you know what I mean? Like, could be like, but this has been channeled to me for years that would be the case, and it's just quite funny because it's like, yeah, I can't really describe that any further, but that's actually just confirmed something to me. Yeah, so you never know who's watching you out there. Very interesting. But like my guides were just saying to me, it's a compliment, really, isn't it? If if you're yeah, if there's envy, because look, that's very clear what that is saying. It's just I know, because of what I know, I could feel they were saying to me. I was literally just sitting, sort of staring into space, and I got drawn to a few synchronicities, and I was like, what? And I was I just saged my energy and everything, and I was quite in a bit of confusion. But then this is actually, yeah, so it's kind of really coincident. So who gives a fuck? Do you know what I mean? Whether this is about me or it's about you, the thing is yeah, unfortunately, um, there is envy around you. There is envy around you. So first, they're telling me two things. There's envy around your community. So if you are building a community, like for instance, this is what the on at 11:11, this is what this is, and that's very relevant. I'm a twin flame channel, primarily, not primarily, I'm only a twin flame channel, right? That's the only people I'm allowed to help. That's been the same for 7 years. Probably longer than that, and I didn't even realise everyone I helped prior to that was a twin flame too. But I mean, 7 years been really pretty conscious of it, and and then on the journey longer, as we know, I'm not going to go into all that spiel, but basically, yeah, I can't say it any other way. There is envy, there's jealousy there. It's like, so for instance, it is easier to use me as an example. Although I'm a relatively small channel right now, it is growing and it will grow. And you are all a bunch of lovely people, as am I a lovely person. And it does attract people like that. And it's kind of funny too, because it can even be people that are doing quite well themselves. Um, that's the downloads that I was getting, but God, fucking hell. Right. So anyway, moving on. So for you, it could just be. Oh God, that's what it is too. This definitely isn't for me, because again, I spend most of my time alone, and but I've moved through that. Wow, I've moved through that. Because look, this is friendship, right? In this particular deck, yeah, in the tarot, which this isn't the tarot, but some of the cards are like the tarot, that could be like the Three of Cups, right? Because it's community and it's like three women sort of hanging out. But it's in the verse, so I'm taking it to mean like, they're telling me like, for someone like, these people are meant to be your friends. Let me just look a bit closer. Yeah, look, because it's like, I think it's like, this is you. If you found this today, this is you, right? You're doing something a bit different and people are taking notice. And that's like, say that's like your best pals, but she's actually, when you look right in, like, she's kind of side-eyeing her, like, envious. Look. She's like, look, why is it going so Scorpion? I think it's because, do you know why? It's because it's a dark moon right now. It's a dark, I mean, it's just, the moon's still in Sagittarius, so it's very chipper and optimistic, and that's my moon. But this honestly, if you only knew, like, again, it's like, I'm not going to go out. I've not got energy because I've done, like, the live for hours last night. I actually thought we'd lost the first one because the battery died. The sound went out for a minute towards the end, by the way, it comes back. But yeah, just trust me, this is exactly, as I was sitting there, this is what was being impressed, the Holy Spirit was impressing this upon my spirit, is what I'm going to say. That's really heavy, but that is what, they were talking to me. And the light beings are talking to me. And then I've just drawn a few different synchronicities that, like you say, it was just, yeah, I was like, what? And it was just kind of puzzling me a bit. And then that's just totally answered it. It was almost like I was about to start gaslighting myself, you know what I mean? Like, being like, you're being paranoid or something like that. But no, there is. So whatever that means to anyone out there. Some days making out like they're a friend. and they're really quite jealous of you. They're quite envious. So just look out for that. Again, this could be anyone. This could be a best friend, like what I said. It could even be a family member. It could be, Christ, for some people it could be your partner. Do you know what I mean? It could literally be anyone. So yeah, again, we're not gonna like we'll actually let's dig into that because that's fascinating. Right, what else do we need to know about that? So again, some people it'll be like, what are you talking about? And I feel if this is yours today, so if you don't connect with this, don't go trying to make it connect. I feel whoever this is for is going to know, and there might be some sort of meaningful significance about the 20th of July for some reason, because I'm just being drawn to 27. 27 as well could be significant for something, but yeah, the 20th of July, that would be. But yeah, so it's somebody that, you know, might be appearing as like helpful, friendly. Again, they could, you know, to me it does look like that could be like a bunch of pals. But it's like someone's a secret hater. And like I say, it's, thank God, like, I'm sure, unfortunately, yeah, like, listen, that may still be the case, but it's, nobody's close enough to me for it to be a big deal. Do you know what I'm saying? That's why I created loads of boundaries around me. But that's what you have to do. It's really unfortunate. It's just quite sad, actually. But that's all. Now I know why they were talking to me about past stuff, because it's happening to one of you. It's happening to one of you. It's happening to quite a lot. And see how it's like that's just triggered my on, because they're not wanting me to say that. Calling that shit out. If this is relevant to you, with whatever the bits I said, you're gonna get comfort. You're gonna get confirmation, like what I just did directly after. I must be making waves out there. So worry is a wasted, but don't worry about it. It's a wasted emotion. Don't worry about it. You're making waves just by being you. That's basically the message. I'm used to this. Like, that's why it's funny. It's like, if you don't know astrology and you don't know what type of shaman I am, people that are, yeah, I just heard got their head up their arse, like, too kind of like positive, but to the extent of toxic positivity, could perceive me as being negative, I suppose. But again, I don't give a shit, because it's not. It's actually the truth that, you know, there is a lot of darkness in this world, and to ignore that as ignorant. Don't focus on it all the time, but don't think that everybody's your best pal in that, because it simply isn't the truth. And what is the truth is sometimes the best pal's the one that's. It's somebody's best pal, by the way. Sorry, I don't know who this is for, but make each day count. Yeah, focus on what matters. Express your feelings. Oh, there's a lot about expressing your feelings here, isn't there? So I am getting the vibe too. It is about expressing your feelings about. I think someone's going to have to put boundaries up here today with someone that you're just getting a weird feeling about. Set your intentions. Oh yeah, set your intentions, because it's the new moon in Capricorn tomorrow. I'll talk about that when I do tomorrow, so I'm just going to do tonight. Right, what else does anybody out there need to know? It must be important for them to have been talking to me about that before I've done it. Because sometimes I just don't have a clue what it's going to be about, but it was just they were, like I said, all that shit happened, and then, so it was meaningful. What is it we need to know? Oh look, that card's in the wrong place, but it'll be, think about it. Yeah, see, I don't, but what I'm hearing is you're not going to need to think about it. It's going to be like me. Something's just going to happen, and this is confirming it. Before you poo-poo it away, you know, before you sort of be like, oh, you know, it's not a thing. It is a thing, but it's nothing to worry about. Don't worry about it. Just keep it moving. It's jealous people. Yeah, ground yourself. How interesting. I just put the grounding. I just put a grounding essential oil in my burner. Yeah. Authority value. Oh god, this is why I've been drawn to it. I'm going to get a deck that's got stuff about which which people that don't like stuff like that are gonna love it. But it has got things like evil eye. What else has it got? Because someone done me a reading once, and it was so funny. It was a brilliant reading. Like, I mean, it's like but it was like it ended with the evil eye card, and she. I was like, you could have fucking pulled another one, but you see how they're getting me to talk about that for a reason, because it was like, you know, she said again, that was another one that I go to that I think she kind of knows that, but you know what I mean. It was more because it's like quite quick, not long winded. It was like quick wee check-ins, and so yeah, I'm just trying to think. Yeah, I don't think she did know that she'd read me before, and which I kind of like. I kind of like that sometimes. You know what I mean? If it's not a big deal to me if they remember, but it's kind of quite. You know, sometimes it's quite good for it to be like that. And sometimes I would need to go to somebody that I know really well, like, which is most of I mean, that's all my clients. I never have, like, I don't have just, like, obviously you're going to be new at one point, but I get repeat clients, which actually, that's what people could be jealous of, actually. Like, you know, other people out there doing similar to me, like other sort of twin flame people, that could be, that's what they were just saying. That's why I mentioned those cards. And then it's like they could be not wanting you to do well. Because look, that's about money in the root chakra. And that's the door to value in reverse. But it's the 31st too, which is Hogmanay. It's New Year's Eve. And it's the start of a brand new year. What do we need to know? Wait a minute, what do we need to know about that? Believe in yourself, yeah. Believe in yourself. Physical outlet was on the bottom there too, if that's relevant to someone. But believe in yourself, because it's actually a good thing. When you start to get, I don't know about haters, but people being a bit tricky with you, or just, and then obviously it's hard to prove when it's, if it's people sort of hating on you that you don't know, but yeah, anyway, you'll know. If that's for you, you'll know. Don't. That was my stomach again. I do need to go and. Honestly, it feels like it's about 5 o'clock, and it's actually 10 as I'm filming this. Angel of Balance, yeah. It's sorry, not the equinox. It's the same thing to me. It's like the winter solstice is bringing out the darkness. That's actually what this is about. And I'm being drawn to it. Like, there's Angel of Balance. I'm being drawn to the angel cards over here. So there's something significant. It's your angelic light is triggering people. And again, like I said, I'm very used to this with me. Oh my God, look what fell out. Discernment, inspiration, and celebration. I'm telling you, right? You're doing well, or you're about to do even better. And people can already feel it. And some people don't like it. So use your discernment. You're going to be celebrating. It could be about business. I'm getting a feeling it is going to be about business too. It's love. It's a few areas. Because you're inspiring people. And you're getting the attention of people that are jealous. Look, honestly, and that's the truth. So just you keep being you. Because again, I do kind of know I don't, but it's like that I'm not, well, I kind of am. That's what they were saying to me. They were like saying something about you're making waves or you're about to, and I was like, what? But it's just yeah. Share your wisdom anyway. Share your wisdom. Share your unique wisdom, and whoever gets triggered by that's their problem. Look through the situation. Stay calm. You are loved. Oh, look at that as well. That's twin flames. Look, someone's sharing their wisdom. Someone's coming forward to apologise and probably actually tell you that you're loved by them. Ask for a sign if this is for you to confirm it. And remember, it doesn't always happen on the day. Quite a lot of time, I think we need to do these love cards now. It says these are timeless. So some of them it may happen on the day. A lot of them it won't. A lot of you it won't, but Right, what does it, right, let's move away from all the fucking jealous fuckers and that, because that was a bit of a weird message, but it's like you say, I kind of like it when, I don't like it when it's shit like that, but I like it when it's, well, it's always good to get confirmation for myself or a collective message, but also, it's nice when it's kind of moves away from same old, so. Oh, it's because it's the new moon in Capricorn tomorrow, and that's about competition. And again, I'm cringing right now because I'm like the least competitive person ever. You know what I mean? Like, I couldn't give a fuck. Like, that's why I'm saying, like, I hope that wasn't personally for me, but I actually know it was. But I'm not going to spend time worrying about it because I'm used to triggering people. Do you know what I mean? And I do feel in my case it is a little bit the when people can actually see that you do know what you're talking about and you have got experience behind it, yeah. Right. We'll be together again. I know there's a track for your pain, see, because this person they've not been feeling good. They've not been feeling good enough, they've not been feeling good. We both know I'm not for you. Knows the tracks for your pain. I hid who I really am and I'm afraid to contact you. So many things remind me of you. Hide behind material things. This could be past. This person could be moving out of this. I wish I had treated you better and I wish I could share my good news with you. It's time for me to heal now. I'm not available. There's that one again. So some people, so I'm not emotionally available right now because I'm healing and I'm not with anyone. Some people, I'm not emotionally available and I'm not available because I'm still with someone, but I love you unconditionally. I left you before you could leave me, and I left when I saw you. That might be relevant as well. You know, they may have seen you somewhere with someone at some point and got the right idea or the wrong idea. Who knows? It'll be different for different people. What's on the bottom? I want to feel that way again. And remember, I know that's triggering too. But when somebody is with someone else, right? When it's a marriage, it's a little bit different, right? But it kind of isn't as well, whatever. When people are married to someone, often it's like someone's got married when they're young or whatever. And sometimes on this, sometimes people can get like spontaneously sort of married. And it still doesn't mean that it's going to last. So that anyway, but it's kind of like, that would be someone that was really running away from the truth and really able to lie to themselves. But and like I said, people that choose to do that on this journey, they're just going to have to keep forever running because it will just get stronger and stronger and stronger for the twin flame. If they're awakened is what I'm saying. But for the ones that are like in relationships with people or just casual sort of hookups, it's only because it's easier, right? And it's not as intense and it's not... It is triggering because, like I say, when it's karmic, it's going to get, it's going to be extremely, toxic, at some point. It's going to get to that if it wasn't from the very start. But it's not as much hard work, you know what I mean? But it's, again, anything worth Capricorn energy, new moon and Capricorn would say anything worth having is worth working for, and it's worth putting in the work. But not everybody feels like that, but people can grow into that. That's what Capricorn's about, and I know all about that, and that's what I'm saying about with all that shitty energy that I'm picking up, that I'm transmuting, being a shaman and clearing the darkness. Remember the word was honesty, by airing it in the light of day. It's I've got Saturn and Scorpio, so it's like, anybody that there might be, this might be future stuff, anybody that is getting jealous of you because you're sharing your wisdom. It could be people that have watched you for a while and they're just gel haters, as I like to call them. Or it could be people that are brand new to you and they've come across and they're insecure, because it always comes from a place of insecurity, and they're insecure and they don't know that you're finishing, like I say, a chapter of a book or the end of a book and you're on the new one. And like I say, you can sit about and worry about it, or you could just keep it moving. But definitely you do need to keep it moving if it's people that are really close around you. and you do have my empathy, because I've been there many times and it's not pleasant, but whenever I sense that around me and somebody close, I'm off, you know what I mean? Obviously there's always tricky energies about, everybody's got a shadow in that, but I'm getting it's not good. Right, what do we need to know? So what else do we need to know about the love stuff? Where's the Divine Feminine Collective at? And I think I'm just going to leave it at this is a wee bit more, it's a weird mix, isn't it? But it's like I don't know, a warning. Yeah, it's kind of like a warning-y, kind of like, you know, just watch your back kind of thing, or you're not paranoid. That's the message I'm kind of getting. This will make sense to it, makes sense. Please fucking let me know. If you can't let me know in the comments, which I'm not actually feeling whoever this is for can, or however many people it makes sense to, email me and just, you know, don't give me a big massive, you know, try to again, I do understand, right? I do that too. I want the person to know I'm grateful, so I write a big fucking essay as well. I've got time to read, yeah. You can just, I would more just be interested, but on this occasion. Right, where's the Divine Feminine Collective today that I'm picking up on? Like attracts like. If you long for more love, be more loving. Yeah, focus on you. Love yourself. And she does look, it's like she's holding her inner child. I mean, that's like a child holding a child. So it could be something about looking after your inner child or looking after your child, regardless of gender here. Right, and also, with whatever I was channeling there about anyone that's feeling jealous or insecure or something like that, that's why I say don't send negative energy back. Do you know what I mean? Just focus on what you're doing and be yourself. Right. Oh, I'm masculine. Yeah, look, practice compassion. See things from a fresh perspective. 15, that's the devil card though. So I feel, again, it's interesting they're telling me that, but I feel Divine Masculines, whether you're a man, woman, whatever you identify as, you're trying to put some toxic habit is what I heard behind you. So, because she doesn't look too happy. And remember, a lot of the people I help are women in Divine Masculine energy, balancing their feminine, but it doesn't matter whether you're a man or a woman or whatever you identify as, it's like just have some compassion with yourself as you're looking at something in a new light. Oh, oh wow, and it's Christmas. Again, it's not for everyone. It feels a bit like fucking, I'm just laughing because when I caught Celebs Go Dating last night after I was doing this, and it was just, oh, again, I know I keep going on about how funny the narrator is, but if you're in the UK and you've seen it, he is hilarious. But they put Waiting for a Star to Fall as the background song, and I'm sorry, that is my, I know I've got so many favourite things, right, but that literally was my favourite as a kid, because it's the song at the end of Three Men and the Little Lady, and I always used to say whenever anything like cheesy, specifically romantic related happens to me, I'm going to be hearing that song in the back of my head. You know, I'm going to be hearing that as the background song. I just thought it was funny that was the song that they chose, and they didn't choose the dance version either. They did choose the 80s one. So there might be something significant about stars here, or you may like that song as well. Because actually, with at the end of Three Men and a Little Lady, and again, I was watching that when I was like, yeah, I was watching all these films when I was far too young, but that was the 80s. But that's why it was obvious I was a twin flame from, you know, we've been a twin flame our whole life, because I seemed to really understand, you know, I knew it was an old soul because I seemed to really understand what was going on in that film. Like, I was like, why are they acting like they don't love each other when they do? You know, because the whole film, without going into the whole thing, I mean, if you haven't seen it, watch it, because it is a brilliant film, but, you know, it's Three Men and a Little Baby is the first one, and then it's, you know, Three Men and a Little Lady, and it's basically, the long and short of it is, you know, one of the stepdad, oh god, that's really confusing to describe it. But anyway, like two people they're both in love with each other, but they haven't told each other. And the other dads, again, watch it to get what I mean by that. Like the other guys, like they both know it too, and they can see it. Like basically, the point is everybody can see it around these people, but they're both too stubborn to admit it to each other. So I do feel that is going to be the case with whoever that's going to make sense. I certainly know that 100% resonates for me. Once upon a time, a very long time ago. You know, but basically, yeah, and but it's because in my defence, I knew that, like, I knew we weren't going to be going. You know, I knew we weren't going to be in a relationship like anytime soon. But the reason why they're getting me to say that is it didn't take away this the sexual desire that we both had for one another. Do you know what I mean? And then I think we did both get like stubborn about it. Like it's almost like, damn, why do I fancy this person so much? And it's like trying to pull away. You know what I mean? And I can tell. Again, that will be interesting whenever I get hear his perspective on that. But it's kind of interesting. I'm being drawn to these to look. It's like they've both got their head down. They don't look very happy, do they? Wow. Something about the full moon in Cancer there as well. Anyway, practice compassion. Spend quality time together. Listen and talk to each other. There's a full moon there too. So again, yes, it could be that people are getting their shit together to talk and communicate around the quality time together is going to be able to be spent, oh my god, at Christmas, because it's people have got time off. That will be relevant to some, because some twins are already in union. Like, you know, people that work hard on that, and they've lost the lovers. Look, the lovers is speaking out there. They've lost connection with one another because they're working too hard. And also, there's rapid messages pinging on my phone right now, so that's definitely a sign that somebody's lover is coming out of Hanged Man. Life is really very simple. What I give out, I get back. What I believe becomes true for me. That one, then look, I've read that at the right time. Yeah, so again, I'm going to tie that up by saying that goes for all the shit at the start too. Who cares who's jealous of you, right? It's just a sign of insecurity. Keep doing your thing. Believe it or not, I'm actually very sensitive, and whenever something does I get sort of wind of something directly like that happening to me, and I'm saying that because it's happened a few times where like somebody completely unexpected is like, you know, wait, and it's like, what the fuck, and then it's like, and then yeah, so like again, they were more sort of talking to me about past stuff, and I was wondering why, and then just giving me a bit of a heads up, and then obviously somebody else needs a heads up. That's how it happens when you're a medium, right? So right, what else do you need to know about this? Whoever that message is for. The see, this is why, although there's not the whole deck, because I need to tidy up the cards, it is, look, it's about second chances. So someone's going to get a second chance at listening and talking to each other. Second chances, it's never too late, new possibilities. That's actually beautiful. Creativity, look, and then they're going back to it, they're not, look. Creativity, ideas, inspiration, artist, writer, channel. This is what I am, but somebody connecting with today, I'm feeling this is like somebody that's either really focused on balancing their divine feminine energy, and people are noticing, and like say they're getting a bit triggered because they're not balancing they're not really balancing their divine feminine energy. This basically is. It's like, look, that's a lot of, because it's like they were trying to tell me that. I was like, how do I say that? It's like they were saying to me, I'm not just one thing. I'm many different. I have many different skills and talents, and it is a lot rolled into one, and I'm aware of that, and that took me years to really own it. And still to this day, not as much as what I did, I'll get people gaslighting me or kind of, you know, not respecting all the work I've put in to get where I am and all that kind of stuff. But like I say, not really too much. And sometimes people are just unaware, so let them know. But it's yeah, somebody's going to connect with this, right? Okay, so anyway, whoever needs to get the message there will. So we'll end this. I'm gonna, oh shit, wait a minute, I used so many cards there. I'm gonna do, because I think I've sacked right in the, I might write it up. Oh no, I'm gonna have to write it up because I had pictures they wanted me to post. Oh, right, this is the daily card, right? I'll just pull one daily card and then I'll mention all the other stuff. What is a daily energy for the collective? Oh my god, the end of a tough cycle approaches. Full moon in Capricorn. What's significant about that is tomorrow is the new moon in Capricorn. So it means 6 months from now, the end of a tough cycle is going to end. So you could be like, oh, fucking great, Claire. Do you know what I mean? I've got 6 months of fucking difficult energy. Well, yeah. Listen, the astrology for the next year is rough. It is. And that's why we need more artists, writers, channels, inspiration. This is why we need more healers. You know, this is what it's quite interesting actually, because one of you guys had, you know, said that to me recently about, you know, I mentioned that you're a healer of healers, and that is what I am. I always say that, like well, I don't always say it, but I say it fairly often that, you know, I'm a healer for healers, I'm a medium for mediums, I'm a coach for coaches, you know, I'm a counsellor for counsellors, I'm a counsellor for healers. Basically, that's, you know, many labels that people have used for me as someone says, you know, spiritual maintenance once. I say that quite a lot as well. You know, because I always talk about spiritual hygiene, but I remember it's like someone referred to that as, it's like, you know, it's like when they need upkeep, you know, like if you need to take your car to the garage, it's like, I need to take myself to clear, you know what I mean? And it's because of things like this. People do get jealous. People do act funny. People do have shadows. And then a lot of people feel like they can't dish the dirt, or they can't talk about it because you feel like you're gossiping about someone and you feel like you're talking bad about a friend. But what if that friend isn't going to be a friend in 6 months because you find out they weren't actually very nice behind your back? Oh fuck, that must be some days. that must be some days. And again, it is kind of similar to things that have happened to me. Not exactly the same, but ignoring, that's what they're saying to me. Someone's ignoring me signs about someone, and you shouldn't be. Prosperity lies ahead. Yeah, look, it's somebody's jealous that prosperity, abundance lies ahead of you. They can feel it because it's your north node. You're stepping out your comfort zone. So this could be somebody that actually saw you struggling to get out I feel like somebody's saw you struggling to get out your comfort zone for quite some time. So it does kind of indicate it's going to be somebody quite close to home. Oh, that could be quite literal for someone. Again, remember, it's collective, so different things will stick out to different people. I'm just going with whatever they're chucking out my mouth. But prosperity lies ahead for you. You might have already come into some sort of money, or it's happiness, or it could be your twin flame union, or it could be all of it at once. Because you stepped out your comfort zone, because you said, fuck it, let's go with whatever this is, whatever your creativity is. The end of a tough cycle is going to approach for you, and it will. And I feel for this is not in 6 months. Like for whoever this is, it's like happening now, or like, you know, as soon as the year starts, you're going to be on a roll, and it's just so just be aware of anybody trying to hold you back, basically. Right? Oh, yeah. I can't take away the message. That's the message. I'm taking that on board too. Right. So, but again, I've always got that awareness, just because the past things that have happened to me. That's how I help people. Right, okay, so clear the energy of that, clear the sage. So yeah, where are those cards? Where did I just put them all? Because it's, I need to take a picture for the, where did I, oh right, here they are. Right, so put them there. Yeah, because I don't want any more for the daily. Right, I'm going to do Marie's cards before I forget. So I'm just going to do, so again, if you weren't aware, everyone will be aware. If you're new, then you can just read in the bottom, but if you would like a free card, then just ask me in the comments of this video and I'll pull you a free card the next time I'm on. If you, what was I going to say? If you, there's my stomach again, like feed me. I want chocolate, that's what I need. God, I'm just thinking this was a very dark, it was the dark kind of, the dark feminine, it was like the dark divine feminine energy because we're in the dark moon. Interesting. Right, so what have we got for Marie? Oh yeah, so it's free card, you can ask for a free card in the comments and I'll do it, or if I'm on live, you can ask for a card as well, but I'll probably say that when I'm on, and I don't know when I'll next be live. I just do it when I feel like it, all the time really. I just do it when I feel like all the time, but well, just now while I'm trying to get my energy back. Other times it will be, I think it was a Tuesday I was doing it, wasn't it? And or 3 cards for a tenner or 6 cards for £20. Right, so, and then I'll do them on here, right, and I definitely need to get off. It's so funny because sometimes when I'm saying that about my stomach rumbling and that, you can't even hear, but sometimes you can, so just in case you can, you're like, what the hell's going on? Right. I feel that's like worry. They're trying to tell me about worry because it was like worry's a wasted emotion, but I feel it's easy to say because again, things like that can momentarily, or actually they can get me really worried. It depends where I'm at in my life, but most of the time now, I'll just like fuck that. You know what I mean? It's happened enough that, but I feel whoever this is for, that you might, be just letting it worry you too much. And what are you going to do? If somebody's in an unhealed place of that, then, you know what I mean? More work to do. Right, so someone needs to do more shadow work. That's what it is. I feel that that's what they were talking. It's like somebody that's like overly focused on the light. He's like almost, and they're not able to see. Oh, that was it. That's what it was. Someone got this, and this sage is going crazy. It's not actually, that means something. It's not going out. Nail, by the way. Wow. Talk about the omens. By the way, be careful, because you know what happened one night, and again, I think it was the energies trying to stop me. I thought this had went out, and it was a bit like this, right? And it just kept on burning, right? And it actually then, like, sparked, and then it landed on my floor, and it was actually kind of late at night. I was like, shit, got such a fright. Like, come on the fuck, man, that is actually not going out. That's weird. It's like refusing to go out. Right. If you don't know what this means spiritually, sage is about cleansing negative energy especially. And look at what I've just been talking about, and that fucker is refusing to go out. Meaning, it's still clearing it. Oh god, I'll deal with that after, that's mental. Oh wow, right, okay. What have we got for Marie? Oh, forgiveness. Let's see what this is about. Wait a minute, actually, I'll pull all the cards. And I feel like I'm going to pull, I want to pull a wee bit. I'm feeling like I'm going to pull more than 3, right? So, I'll put a 10-minute timer on, so I'm not any longer than that, because that'll be an hour. Right, so, what does Marie need to know from the abundance card? See if Marie's message is something about jealousy or something. There's a card in here about jealousy. Because it's like, I'm just thinking that it'll be interesting. I wouldn't be surprised if Marie resonates with this, because I'm about to do these messages. Maybe not, but usually it works like that, so you can let me know, Marie. Declutter. See, look, it could be like declutter your friends, or friends, frenemies. Do the work. Yeah, look, see, I know what they're saying to me. You need to be careful about who you've got around you, because you're doing the work, and somebody's, it's tying on from the message. Somebody's jealous of the work that you've put in. Two cards. There is light all around. There is much to be grateful for in this seemingly dark world. Whoa. And so all we must do is pull our grace from the shadow and look to the ocean of divine light and grace in which we are blessed to live. I'm just being drawn to the fact that I was talking about the light and the dark. Because there is, that's why it's saying, that's actually fucking dangerous, by the way. That is refusing to go out. Right, maybe that's why I always just use loose leaves. I'm sorry, that's pissing me off. I'm gonna fucking put water on that shit. Oh my god, that was a bad idea, guys. The fucking water's going. This is hilarious. I think something's going to get heated. I think there's going to be an argument, because the water's, it's like fire and water, and it could be between a fire and a water sign. I'm just spitting out everything that might be relevant. Right, fucking hell. Look, I just had to pour my fizzy water on that shit. Because that was actually getting a bit worrying. God. Fucking hell. That's mental. Right, it fascinates me though, because it's all connected. I'll see when I watch it back as a viewer what it all means, because you've no idea how much confirmation that was for me. Right. Forgiveness. Wait a minute, it says, Rhonda Rhino from Amethyst. We never forgive others, only ourselves for having judged them. So you see, interesting. Whoever it is that's made a judgment of you and decided they don't like you, I feel they'll regret it in time. Because they got you all wrong. Or it's simply about someone's needing to go through their dark night of soul, humble them a bit, and then they'll realise that, never mind, worry's a wasted emotion. Jealousy is the root of all evil. Yeah, the minute I feel that shit coming on about anything, I nip that right in the bud, because it's not a good place to be. It's going to lead you into a dark place. Right, so it's just a sign that you need to find something to focus on. You need to do the work so that you're not, because anybody that's truly focused on their passion, their purpose, you've not got time to be jealous about other folk. You're working hard. You're in the Capricorn energy. You know what I mean? Right, so in the town of Amethyst lives Rhonda Rhino. She doesn't take her mother's drinking problem personally, but she dreams of becoming a beloved family pet. One day, gunfire rings out, rhinos scatter, and a small human child is caught up in the chaos. Rhonda picks him up and runs to safety. Humans discover the pair curled up, asleep under a tree, and they shoot Rhonda with a sleeping dart. When she awakens, she is in a garden with the little boy and his family, Rhonda's new family. It's a fable, so you might need to listen to that again. Rhonda's true essence lies in not harbouring resentment. Yeah, so there is something here. I might even be describing past stuff. And I've just realised how that might fucking hell. I've just realised how that might fit with love now as well, because it's like someone's coming to apologise with the love stuff. So it's not all going to be linked, but that is what's, yeah, because it's like, but yeah, everything, it's all different bits of areas of life for different people. Rhonda's true essence lies in not harbouring resentment. So whatever it is, don't harbour resentment, it's not worth it. If it's a jail hater, whether they come and say sorry in time or not, who gives a fuck, right? Let it go. Whether it's a twin flame, definitely fucking let that go, because you both needed to live out different karma before you come together. And, well, don't cut your nose off to spite your face. Do you want fucking true love or not? Do you know what I mean? She transcends forgiveness because her focus is on her intention, not on her pain. This may be a time of family healing. Can I forgive myself for loving people who hurt me? Wow. That's going to have meaning. I mean, I didn't link in because I did feel it was... well, actually, it might, because for someone it might be a family member. I felt for some it is. For some, I felt it was like a best friend. It may be like a family member. For others, I felt it was someone you don't actually know. Or maybe you know of them, you've seen them about online or something, but it's like you don't know them, but they're watching you. Something like that. Wishes fulfilled, holding on to dreams, past wounding. But yeah, it would be their past wounding if someone's threatened by you. Belonging, self-forgiveness, fulfillment. Right, so take a deep breath and exhaling all that does not serve you. Bring forward someone you're struggling to forgive. So you can close your eyes if you want. And I'm just going to set an intention to quickly disconnect you from the old earth and connect to the new earth of peace, calm and abundance. Balance your masculine and feminine. You see, because I bet the people that aren't like that, they're connecting to the dark energy, the old earth, and they may not realise it. So there's that. There's been us, that we are in that split consciousness shift, whatever you want to call it. See them as a small child. Allow them to reach out to you. Oh, that's really important for you and your twin flame as well. Notice your reaction to them. Which deserves your energy? Holding on to your dream or holding on to resentment? Open your eyes if you close them. Yeah, and so I really do feel that 100% does fit with what I said about don't cut your nose off to spite your face. So I've just remembered this is Marie, so but Marie, they've been making me do that. They made me go into addressing everyone there as well. So right. So Marie, specifically, think about, but this can connect with anyone as well. But Marie, think about, that's why I'm doing it like this, so that everyone can get help. Think about wherever it is you may be holding resentment, and wherever it's, it's not worth holding on to the pain, and it's better to let go. That'll make sense wherever it needs to make sense. Declutter. You'll feel better and more focused if you take the time to clear away clutter from your living and workspace. Donate what you can to help others who may need your items. Be sure to keep your schedule uncluttered as well. Remember, these it's Capricorn's about work, so I do feel it's about decluttering your work schedule in particular, because we've got to do the work. It's not enough to dream or pray. You've also got to take the positive action steps you're being divinely guided to take. Consistently working on your priorities will make them flourish like a lush flower garden. And I do feel yours, I feel a lot of positivity. I'm just going to clarify it with something. I feel a lot of positivity around that for you, Marie. So I really do feel, unfortunately, the shit I was saying about the other stuff might connect. So just look out for that. Like, basically, it's like when you do the work, good things are going to happen. So just be mindful of anyone that's kind of discouraging you. That's what I like. But it would be subtle. It wouldn't be like, oh, I don't think you should do that. It's like, it could even, you know what, I'm saying work, it could even be your love life. It could even be people being like, try to put you off your twin. Well, let's face it, that's definitely, yeah, just be aware. Be aware, everyone, guys. Right, what do we need? Yeah, look, did you see that? You didn't see it, but look, yes. This round the wrong way. I'll ask again. What does Marie need to know about whatever I was saying there? Yes, oh my god, yeah, look. And it is twin flame. That's funny, because the first card wasn't that one. It was another yes card. And so it's like a fucking double confirmation. There's two yes cards in this, and we've just seen them both. But this one's specifically about, look, balancing the sun and the moon. That's the masculine and feminine. That is twin flames. And I just said someone's jealousy your twin flames. So just be aware of anybody. Marie, it's interesting that you said you're looking forward to the next session, because now so am I. Because that's where we're going to be able to unfold this shit. And I'm wondering if it's going to be a continuation. So you'll know what I mean. But just, yeah, we do need to talk. I think you actually said that. Oh, time's up. I think time's up for whoever it is that needs decluttered out your life. That's putting the shite in your head, basically. Right. Yeah, listen to your intuition. I knew it. I knew your message was going to tie in the near future. In the near future, you're going to see the truth of this. Like, that's you and your twin flame. That is you. Again, I don't know if this is... Yeah, I mean, I think that because it's angels, it's like, I don't think they really like to... Anyway, it doesn't matter, even if it was like two women or two men, because that would make sense to same-sex couples too, but it's... I just feel it's like you're going to be able to see that it's your light. Look, because it's two angels, it's like your light is shining really bright, and you're changing, and it's triggering people. We should not fear an obsession for building a great free life. Yeah, look, you're just trying to do good in the world, and somebody's jealous. And again, I hear you, sister, because that is what they were, talking to me about as well, and it's for a few of it. Right, 111 as well, alignment, new beginnings. What else does Marie need to know? Find a balance. Look at that, you can't make this shit up. And that is, Libra is house and love and partnership, in union. So there might be something significant that happened on the new moon in Libra for you, and something's coming to a conclusion around relationships, but it's not a coincidence I was talking about love. Yeah, trust the universe. I feel that's like trust spirit though. Trust your feelings when it comes to anything that shouldn't be real. I'm taking that to mean though I feel you may have been gaslighting yourselves, like what I like to say. You might have been kind of a bit in denial about who has been a bit tricky around you. No, look, oh my god, I love it. Look, I just said that. Something was significant about the new moon in Libra and the full moon in Libra. How interesting. That was said to me once, specifically. But it's like, it can be specifically these new moons, or it is just about love and partnership. But something that's began is like, something, the lesson is sort of unfolding, lighting up. You are moon in Leo, aren't you? If I'm remembering that right. Focus on the positive. Yeah, well, no wonder. It's fucking new moon in Sag, that's what I am. That's what the moon's in now. It's like, focus on the positive, because it's like someone's trying to pull you away from that. That's what I'm getting. Someone's trying to pull you away from that happiness that you're fucking... People are miserable. I was about to say the C word, but it is, eh? It's like messages like this. It fucking hurts my heart. Right. A time to give rather than take. Have faith in your dreams. But Virgo's about being of service, and I know that that's your rising, so it's about this dream coming to fruition. Yeah, look at that, right? I'm glad to see, that's why I kept going. You are so close to achieving some kind of goal. Again, it's either with love, with you and your twin flame, because look, lovers is right above it. Or it's just going from strength to strength, or it's something to do with work, or it's a bit of both. And the haters are coming in. And it's exactly what's happening to me. But it's just, the difference with me is I've created so much protection around me. Good fucking luck. It's time to take action. It's fucking go time. And that's why we get excited. And again, this was for Marie, but it will make sense to other people. When the dark come in harder, or even worse, the false light show themselves. Don't stop. That's when you need to keep going. I remember there's a card in that deck that's like, don't stop. I always think it sounds a bit sexual, to be honest. But right, let's pull. So now I'm going to, this can be for Marie and everyone. Let's have one card, and then I'm going to get off so I can watch this and upload it. Weird message today, but I just rolled with it. Never know what's going to come out, but again today I did have a feeling because of synchronicities. All that drama when I'm just sitting about in my Wonder Woman jammies and my dressing gown. Right. Archangel Metatron. So you may have, again, look, angels again, something about there's a lot about angels here. Archangel Metatron, connection to children, whatever else it means, you're special. See, this is, remember I said this is for all of us. Oh yeah, I just said that you're a special child of God. And people notice it. Self-reflection. This is all of you that are in either the dark night of the soul, you know, the big one, and you're really having to go through it. But it's also for other people that have already went through their big dark night of the soul and you're having to go inwards as well. We're all having to go inwards. Look, manifest. I also feel I've had these cards like for so long, but it's kind of like I was like, oh look, there's a hot guy, but it's kind of like, look, this could be somebody has been manifesting you, because I'm just being drawn to the fact as a man and a woman again. It's like that guy is manifesting her. Look, she's really sad and like, oh, you know what I mean, this is really shit. It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. And he's like, little does she know, he's manifesting her. She's manifesting him, but it's like they're manifesting each other. Right, I love it, and I'm definitely going to go and rest my voice now. So definitely let me know in the comments if you're in a position to do that. Maybe you might pull another word, or email me if kindness. And I like that, because whether it's about whatever of the twin flame stuff this is going to resonate with anyone, be kind to yourself if you're going through a rough time, which is everyone, I feel, in some way, shape or form, especially when you got fucking shitty stuff like what I've channeled in this. And know that a lot of people are going to be going through the darkness. Even people, and it's like I've said before, now this isn't a coincidence, they just drew my attention to that. Remember I wrote before, I channeled it, I've been saying it for years, that when I went through my dark night of soul, I had weird occurrences where there was people that I was looking to as either, like, you know, if you want to use like the word mentor or like some sort of teacher of some sort, and I started to realise there were some folk that I was getting help from at the time that they actually hadn't went through the dark night, so they hadn't went through the process that I had, therefore they couldn't actually help me. And that's kind of difficult when somebody has helped me something and they're like, they can't help me with this. Because unless you've mastered that, as they pulled me to the word mastery up there, you're not going to be able to help somebody. You know what I mean? It's hard to explain that one, but yeah, especially if someone has not went through the dark night of soul, it's not that they're not going to be able to help you at all, but they're not going to be able to help you the really tough stuff because they haven't been humbled by life like that yet. Doesn't mean they've not had bad times, but they haven't had that happen to them. And that's what I feel is going on with someone with this. It's like it's somebody that hasn't been humbled by life yet, or and they must not know about me. And now that's about love, but it's like they're saying to me, it's about like they just don't know about it. Like someone has like passed a judgment and they don't realise that you're an old soul with a lot of wisdom. Because remember, it had share your wisdom and just be kind. Because even when people are being tricky like that, they've just quickly jumped to a judgment, and God, they're really not letting me. Look, forgiveness, kindness. Right, okay, I'm going to stop now because again, it's like they're not shutting up about that, and so it is a thing. Right, I'm sending you love. Like, comment, subscribe. I need to go to my bed. See you later.